Look out! Hot video! Hot video coming through! Hot video!
Okay, my turn.
Ow! Hot video! You guys, I just made the greatest video of all time!
Oh yeah? What's it about?
Who cares? Just get that thing on the internet stat.
Good call, Mr. Steve! To the computer! It's go time.
Good morning. Today I'm going to brainstorm a what if scenario if every boy and girl's uncle and grandpa joined Super Smash Bros. Starring his own show for Cartoon Network in the 2010s, Uncle Grandpa is let's say, pretty weird guy. He lives in an RV with a built-in pocket universe. His friends are a Taki Pizza, a dinosaur guy, a giant realistic flying tiger. He wears a sentient belly bag. They make it clear he's as old as the planet. He somehow knows whenever people need his help with conundrums.
Weird.
But at the end of the day, he's a guy with a great heart. He's in a way similar to the Cat in the Hat, where he uses his reality-bending powers to help kids learn a lesson, even at times getting himself in danger on purpose in order to do so. So for this April Fool's Day, and with the sequel to the Face of Nintendo's movie on the horizon, I figured Uncle Grandpa in Super Smash Bros. Why not? So for gimmicks, most of Uncle Grandpa's moves will end with a certain cartoon twist. This would reflect the show's weird and balls-to-the-wall nature. Yuji will have 3 jumps, the last one being briefly propelled by his cap. He'll be able to crawl, and he'll be as light as Sonic. His jab will virtually be pretty simple. The good old punch kick, but followed by a punch coming out of his chin. Dash attack will have him stumbling and rolling forward, ending with his limbs popping into wrong places. Best part is, he will stay like that until you use the attack again, or if he's thrown off the stage. Oh yeah, that's how weird we're getting here. Side-tilt has him quickly pull up his shirt so that his stomach can morph into a giant fist, an obvious reference to the very first episode, Belly Bros. Up-tilt has him gently move his head upwards. Yes, he can do this. Oh, and bonus, sometimes you'll be able to see the Chinese food delivery guy from the episode Misfortune Cookie. Down tilt will have him quickly pull out a feather from belly bag, so he'll crouch and tickle his enemies' feet. Fun feature would be to actually hear the respective characters giggle. Forward smash will have belly bag spring out a giant fist wearing a boxing glove to send anyone in front flying. Up smash will have Uncle Grandpa wind up the propeller blades on his cap to throw a multi-hit attack above his own head. Down smash would have him grab a pillow out of belly bag and spin it around, hitting any opponents around him. This is a reference to one of my favorite episodes, Mystery Noise. Seriously, I could not recommend this episode enough, my goodness. Neutral air will be pretty generic, having him just spin around, but not without a ballerina skirt. Forward air will have him use his mustache as a whip the way dude bros do in showers. Back air will have him fart. Yeah, the show wasn't free from that type of humor, but to be fair, neither were Gumball, Regular Show, or Chowder. Plus, if an opponent gets hit with it, they'll actually be left dizzy for a little bit. Up air has him lassoing belly bag so he can bite anyone above. His teeth do seem to be made of metal, in reference to a small moment in the episode Locked Out. And down air will have him briefly popping his limbs inside his body to turn upside down and dive head first. And similar to his dash attack, his limbs will pop out on opposite sides and will stay like that until he either uses it again or he's thrown off stage. Uncle Grandpa will grab his opponent by stretching his arms and wrapping them around like a rope. His pummel will involve his mustache mollywopping the opponent in the face. And his throws will involve the muscle of his group and straight dinosaur man in the room in the entire show,
Mr. Gus.
Forward throw will have him generically throwing the opponent far away. Back throw has him spin the opponent around and send them far back, in reference to the episode The History of Wrestling. Up throw has him breathe fire, thus making the opponents jump in pain. I know for a fact dinosaurs didn't do this, but that's how the show is. And down throw has him stomp the opponent in a tantrum, in reference to another classic episode, Treasure Map. Neutral B will have Uncle G pull out of belly bag his most trusted weapon, the laser hammer. Similar to Samus and Rob, he will charge up this hammer and shoot whenever you press B again. Side B will probably be his weirdest one yet, but stick with me here. He will walk on hot dogs. Yup. Walk on hot dogs in reference to the episode Internet Troll. And before you ask, no, the hot dogs won't be for eating. Rather, they'll be for whatever opponent charging at Uncle Grandpa, in front or behind, only to slip with the scary chance of falling off stage. Oh yeah, and since for obvious reasons he can't walk on hot dogs in midair, I think, he'll just calmly glide over the stage while eating them with extra mustard, which will heal him. Pretty good recovery tool if I say so myself. Up B will of course have him riding on giant realistic flying tiger. And similar to Steve's, you'd be able to move her wherever you point at, while she's farting a rainbow. Did I mention this show jabs at My Little Pony like a lot? I personally like to think that Pete Brownguard, is that how you say it? I'm so sorry if I'm botching that, was just jabbing at the show for kicking out its own creator for certain creative differences. But right now, let's keep focusing on an actually peak example of overpowered cartoon weirdos, and down B will have Uncle Grandpa pull out of belly bag one of his clones. Not just that, he'll be able to pull up to 3 clones. And similar to Rosalina and Luma, each clone will imitate what Prime Uncle Grandpa does. But the catch is, the more clones there are, the weaker the Prime UG will be. So be careful. For Uncle Grandpa's final smash, Yuji will grab the stage camera, spin it around, and the whole stage will become the RV's pocket void. And all the rooms and platforms will fly everywhere, hitting opponents in the way until he grabs the camera again and turns everything back to normal. Uncle Grandpa's alternate colors will simply have his cap and belly bag switching colors. Dark green for Mr. Gus, brownish gold for Pizza Steve, orange for Tiger, and for alternate costumes, Uncle Dogpaw, his Teen Punk Phase, Chicken Man, and his babysitter. His intro animation will have him wander on stage out of nowhere, given he does that a lot in the show. Uptown will have him propel his head to admire the horizons, Sidetown will have him squeeze his nose with different sound effects per use, and Downtown will have him chase a sheep. First Victor animation has him crash the RV and jumping out of the window to pose for the victory screen. Second Victor animation will have him accepting a Grampy Award, in reference to that short where he blue balls all of the Cartoon Network characters in a totally legit award show.
Who's in charge here?
And the third Victor animation has him be confused where he is, only for Pizza Steve to take center stage, and in typical fashion, Uncle Grandpa actually believes he won at something. Well, that's it for today. Hope you liked this video, you know the drill, and as always, stay faithful and hopeful. Or should I say, good morning! Aw man, I always forget who I want as an assist trophy. It's gonna take a tiny miracle to come up with one.
Did somebody say tiny miracle?
Yeah.